Otto Zehm, a mentally disabled man, died after an altercation with Spokane police.
Fighting pretty good. Code 6.
Code 6 at the zip trip on Division.
He was uncooperative. They tased him.
And that wasn't Zehm's first fight with local law enforcement. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Robin Nance. Dave has the night off. New developments tonight in the case of Otto Zehm, the janitor who died in police custody inside a Spokane convenience store. Officer Karl Thompson is accused of using excessive force and violating Zehm's civil rights. However, Thompson's defense attorney says that wasn't the first time that Otto Zehm had fought with police. KXLY4's Jeff Humphrey is live tonight at the federal building where Thompson's trial gets underway next month. Jeff, why is a 20-year-old incident relevant here?
Well, Robin, the defense thinks that Officer Thompson's jury should know that Otto Zehm had been aggressive toward law enforcement in the past, and that based on that 1990 encounter, Zehm would also know what would happen if he resisted arrest in the future. On March 18, 2006, Officer Karl Thompson rushed to a Division Street convenience store looking for a suspect in a strong-armed robbery.
Hey, what's going on? We had a guy who took some money. Officers went in. He was uncooperative. They tased him.
Witnesses say when confronted inside the store, Otto Zehm, seen here with the long hair, refused the officers' demands to surrender and was beaten with Thompson's nightstick.
He's fighting pretty good. Code 6.
Code 6 at the zip trip on Division.
U.S. attorneys say Thompson used excessive force, but this wasn't Zehm's first confrontation with police. In August of 1990, Zehm was stopped by Neil Gallion, who at the time worked for the sheriff's office. Gallion says Zehm was walking along Dishman Micah Road just before sunup and refused to identify himself or explain what he was doing. Court documents show the deputy grabbed Zehm as he tried to walk away, and the two men scuffled in a fight that lasted more than 5 minutes. Just like Officer Thompson at the convenience store, Deputy Gallion didn't know he was dealing with a developmentally disabled person, but even 20 years ago, Zehm was having trouble complying with instructions from law enforcement. Thompson's attorney, Karl Oreskovich, wants a Spokane jury to hear about Zehm's first fight with police, but the U.S. Attorney's Office has filed this motion to block Gallion's testimony, saying Zehm's response in 1990 is not relevant to the current case. And a federal judge has not yet ruled on whether or not Detective Gallion's testimony will be allowed. Officer Thompson's trial gets underway here at the federal building next month. Reporting live downtown, Jeff Humphrey, KXLY4.